What's up, YouTube fans? Today we're going to take a look at the NewAge Rhodes, their version of a legend scale shining Magnus. So this is another repaint, recolor of their Magnus, but this one is special because it actually glows in the dark. I am going to try to capture that on camera. This camera I'm using right now doesn't work very well at capturing the glow in the dark, so I will be using a different camera on my phone to capture that. But really cool looking vibe here. It's got the translucent plastic for the trailer. The truck itself is the yellow and black with silver, of course. Here's the back. You do got the paint detail still on the back there. He does have his missiles here mounted on the side. I put those on there. He does come in truck mode in the package. Does roll very nicely. And for a quick comparison, here it is next to another NewAge, their version of Mirage, which we're actually going to take a look at this in a full review together. But just to show you kind of what this translucent plastic looks like next to other translucent plastic. Pretty cool. And there's the truck in the dark with the glow-in-the-dark look. It's pretty hard to get it to glow. You have to actually hold it under the light and kind of charge it up. But once you do that, you can get it to look like this. It was a little tough, but there you go for the glow-in-the-dark feature. And this does transform exactly the same as the original Magnus. So we're going to get this transformed off camera, and we'll be right back. All right, now before we get him into his Ultra Magnus mod, I did want to show you the core bot here. Obviously, Optimus looking. Now, he does have different legs than the David figure, the Optimus figure. Let's bring him in here. They look very similar, but there are actually a different design, different transformation. But really nice detail. We'll just set David back here. Beautiful paint on this. You got, for the head, the silver head crest, yellow eyes, silver mask, and then the head is fully painted in that black. Yellow paint for the chest, silver here on the front of the chest, on the sides, and on the waist. And then you get silver thighs. You get tampo detail here on the arms and the knees and on the front of the toes. Really nice detail. It looks really clean. Yeah, just good color choices. You do get the gun for him. It's just a black plastic gun. You can use it in this mode. Nobody's going to use it in this mode. Everyone's going to display it in the translucent, shining Magnus mode, but this does look really good. So let's get him fully combined into his Ultra Magnus mode. I just want to show you this before we got there. And there is shining Magnus in his combined robot mode. Looks really, really good. It's basically translucent all throughout, with the exception of the inside of the legs here. That's the same as the original. The covers didn't cover the inside. And then you come to the back here, and you got a little bit of the inner robot cable. Now, they show you to transform it like this with these parts showing. You don't have to. If you prefer, you can have those little pieces hiding. Just rotate it until you have the yellow part, and then fold that down. And now it looks a little bit less obtrusive. Just got the yellow, but I just wanted to do it like the manual showed, which is to have this deco on the top. But you do have that option there. Really cool looking head sculpt there. You got the yellow. These are very thin, so just be careful with those. But yellow eyes, obviously yellow head, and then a silver face. He does retain the same articulation, but I will show you since it is a new plastic. I will say this plastic does feel a little bit softer, so be a little bit careful, a little bit more gentle with this translucent glow-in-the-dark plastic. It is probably a unique plastic they don't use all the time. But the head is on a hinge here, so it can go all the way up like that. But you can get it up, and that'll allow you to get more down because you can lift it up a little bit, and that rotates side to side. The arms rotate all the way around on this joint here. They will go in and out. You can actually, oops, I didn't mean to do that. You can go in and out on a butterfly joint here. And it rotates all the way around. Rotation at the bicep. Single jointed elbow, but it's well past 90 degrees. You have a rotation at the wrist. Speaking of the wrist and the hands, you do have swap out hands. I'm not going to take them off the sprue here, but you do get two open jazz hands and two pointing hands. So you can have Magnus here in some cool poses. But since this is not my figure, I'm not going to take them off the sprue, but it does have that same glow-in-the-dark plastic. You also get his gun here, translucent and glow-in-the-dark, and that will fit in this holding hand, so I might as well just leave that hand on there. Your rotation of the wrist, huge ab crunch, same as the Optimus Prime figure, right? You get all of that movement out of that. Hip skirts here on the legs. It does kind of expose the legs a little bit underneath, but you don't want to move that hip skirt. That'll allow you to get the legs up to there. Same problem I had before. These knees are not strong enough to hold all of this armor, so it tends to droop a little bit. But you can still get some poses out of it. Back to here, if you remove this hip skirt, it goes all the way back, out to the side. Rotation at the thigh. Double jointed knee, but it does get you 90 degrees due to all the stuff in the way there. Let's close up all these. You have an ankle tilt. It's a little weird how it works, but it's right here. So it's this outer piece. So you do get the ankle tilt. It's just not the whole ankle, just this piece here. But that works. It works. And there he is in the dark, glowing. It looks really cool. It is actually really hard to capture this on camera. You can see my camera struggling to stay focused on this. It is pitch dark. I'm doing this in the complete dark, and it does look good. It's just hard to see it, and it's hard to use it, but it's a cool little gimmick there. And for size comparison, there he is next to the NewAge David, their version of Optimus Prime. He is bigger. He makes sense at this scale. It's the same size as the original Ultra Magnus they put out, but it does look good. It scales well. So final thoughts on the NewAge Rhodes. Let's start with the positives. I think it looks really good. It's the same mold as we've gotten before, so it's got all the same goodness, same articulation, good articulation, same nice transformation. It's fun. It's intuitive. It also has pretty good weapons and accessories. You get the little missiles, and you get the gun, and then you get the alternate hands, and you get the gun for the core robot. If you want to use that too, you could. But all of that works and is nice. That's the same as before. The glow-in-the-dark gimmick is really cool. I haven't seen a lot of that recently in Transformers, whether it's third-party or even official. So that is a cool gimmick. I do wish it worked a little bit better. It was a little tough to get it to glow-in-the-dark. I showed the videos there as we went, and it works okay, but it's not great. But overall, I do think it's a cool kind of exclusive color figure to get. You know, NewAge is all about repaints and recolors, and this is a very unique thing here. So if you like that glow-in-the-dark gimmick and you're a fan of shining Ultra Magnus, then you could pick this up. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.